All right, what's up, everybody? This is Rants, aka DarthLugia, and today I want to do something just a little bit different. Today I want to talk about Street Fighter 6 because that game deserves to be talked about, and in my opinion, they're doing almost everything right. Let's get into it. Okay, so first things first, you need to know about me and my relationship with Street Fighter. I have never played any other Street Fighter for any serious amount of time. I spent maybe 30 minutes on Street Fighter 5. I thought Rashid's personality was cool. That's about all the impressions I got of that game, except Laura was hot. And that's it. So Street Fighter 6 is as much of a fresh experience for me as it is for any other kind of newcomer to Street Fighter or newcomer to fighting games. So that context is important. That's the lens that I'm going to be approaching and looking at Street Fighter from. It's from the fact that I'm a newcomer, and these are kind of my first impressions of really the franchise and what the game has to offer. So first off, let's go through a few of the things that Street Fighter is doing phenomenally. And one of those things is communication. Honestly, Capcom is on top of it right now. I know they've had some issues in the past, but as of right now, they're giving us character trailers, they're giving us character soundtracks. Leaks happened, right? That sucks when leaks happen for the game. But the way that they reacted was just a short while kind of after those leaks. They released multiple character trailers. They released kind of an overall gameplay trailer, and showed a lot of the characters that were shown. They are paying attention to audience members. They know what's being leaked, what's being released, and they're like, this is all good. This is all good information. We weren't ready to share it, but now, since you guys already have seen it, we'll share it. Almost in this kind of good faith way. So I really appreciate that. They took it in stride, they moved forward, and they let us know that, hey, this is how many characters roughly are going to be in the game. We are going to have DLC. We have some pretty good idea of who's going to be DLC. But so far, communication has been great. Capcom has been very good in terms of letting us know what the heck is going on. Another thing they're doing very well, those betas. My man, those betas are great. They are basically just to test out the online connection. And I had incredibly few issues with the connection. That's good. The rollback is great. The rollback works well. That should be default right now, but it still isn't. So anyway, that's a great thing that they're nailing. The fact that they've already had 2 closed betas. Now, I think if they want to keep hitting out of the park, I would say let's do at least 1 more beta. If we do 2 betas, then I'd be fine with a closed and an open. I think that would be the best way to kind of let people really jump into it, and even let people on PS4 play this, because it's PS5, PS4, PC, right? Let us test that crossplay as much as we can before launch day. I think that'd be something that they should really do going forward. Okay, and now in tandem with what I just said, the game's gonna be available on PS4 and PS5. So anyone who has any type of console who's been playing fighting games for a while, you likely have a PS4. And even though I get the complaints about the PS4 kind of holding back the PS5's graphics and stuff like that, have you looked at the game? Have you seen how freaking gorgeous this looks? Especially in slow motion, when you actually get to see all the details that are going into the animations. Yes, potentially it could have looked even better if it was PS5 exclusive, but it's not. And I have zero complaints with any of the visuals in the game. I think that they have made the designs look incredible. So many of these characters are fascinating to me, again, as a non-Street Fighter player. And they've made it just really interesting and exciting, and really fun to look at. I'll say that too. That's another thing I think they've really hit out of the park. This game is enjoyable to watch play. It's not just boring footsies, which I know some people may have felt that way about Street Fighter in the past. It's footsies, spacing, very important foundational tools in fighting games, mixed in with these gorgeous splashes of color and these huge moments of just spending all of your bar to do so much damage in one long combo, right? Street Fighter hasn't lost what it's been historically, from my understanding. However, it's added in kind of these intense, insane moments that really showcase how hyped the game can be. One of the other things I want to talk about is character design. This attaches itself to visuals. However, when I look at these character designs, when I see Marisa, and I see kind of her muscles rippling as she punches you into a wall, or when I see Manon, see her throws, right, her dancing attacks, kind of incorporating her opponent into her dancing. When I see all these designs, I'm excited. I'm really, really excited. Even JP, not my character. based on his gameplay style, he is not my character. But I will be damned if I won't admit that he looks absolutely amazing. Blanca, full gorilla, and I just recently heard about his backstory, so I really appreciate that now. But like really, they have made significant, steps, significant ways to make these characters feel fresh and new to returning veterans, but also make them look appealing and look really kind of unique and interesting for people who are showing up for the first time. Okay, and one of the last things I want to touch on is gameplay. As a non-Street Fighter player, this game feels so different from like any other fighting game that I've played. Obviously, there's foundations and there's tools there that are similar, but the way the combo structure works, kind of linking buttons as opposed to, light, medium, heavy, right? You do like a down, medium into special. It's just a completely different way of trying to hit confirm, right? Trying to hit confirm, go into combo. So it takes you a while to get adjusted when you first open up this game, especially as a newcomer. However, once you start to figure some stuff out, once you realize that a drive gauge is a resource that you really not only need to use, but you really need to conserve, because that is equally as important, the game becomes so layered, because you have these incredible, powerful tools, in your character, and the opponent has those tools as well. But if you access those tools too many times, you use drive gauge too many times, then you are just absolutely like killing yourself, essentially. And so this balancing act in the game is just such a fun interaction. Like my matches that Lassie and I had were going back and forth for a while, and then he would figure something out that would just completely stop me, just like destroy kind of my character and my interactions with him. And it was great to learn of like what those were, come back to them, as both of us were like brand new Street Fighter players. So from a newcomer's perspective, they're killing it. Now, from players other than me, Sage has played a lot of Street Fighter in his past. He's seen a lot of gameplay for this. He's played a little bit. He really wants to play some more. I've heard also nothing but good things, honestly. Just simply, hey, game looks great, it plays great, it feels great. I can't wait to get my hands on it. Now, one other essential thing that I think is very important is a lot of us have gotten to play the game. A lot of us have gotten to watch the game and analyze it. And that's a lot of fun. However, that's just the competitive online battling mode. We have an entire set of single player content that we know pretty little about. We know that there's a story mode. We know that you have fully customizable characters. We know that you can take moves from characters you like and put them into your own character. And I'm assuming you can do a tiny bit of mishmashing. We're not entirely positive with that yet. However, I feel like that you probably can, which is really exciting. So not only do you have a great online, not only do you have really good, I think, game base to play, but if you don't want to get whooped online, you don't want to be competitive, you still have options with this game. You can still love the designs, love the music, love the colors, and you can just go into the story mode and enjoy yourself. So there are options for the competitive side of things. I know a lot of us people are very competitive and are excited to, kind of compete. There's also a part of this game for the more casual audience. So quick recap: communication, doing pretty dang good. Character designs, doing pretty dang good, with the exception of maybe Luke looks goofy on the cover. What are you gonna do? Gameplay wise, newcomers and veterans that I've talked to have all really appreciated the game. And even if it's not in their wheelhouse, right? Like I'm more of an anime fighter. I still like this. I still think I'm gonna really enjoy it. It may not be top 1, top 2, but everything around it is looking like it's gonna be great. They're doing a great job of appealing to kind of what people want to see, right? We have these redesigns of characters with new mechanics and kind of these new ideas. And we have brand new characters that, people like me are like, these new characters look amazing. Like, I don't have any legacy skill. I don't need to be tethered to anyone before me. I can check out these new characters and find out just how like exciting and powerful and good they might be. So I think that Street Fighter 6 in all is doing pretty much everything right. Handful of things I wish that I just wish we get more. I want to see more characters. I want to see more gameplay stuff. Like, I get it. It's still not coming out until summer. However, as a whole, I think that Street Fighter 6 is setting itself up to be one of the most successful fighting games in a very, very long time. And I cannot wait to play it. Okay, that's going to do it for my rants rant. I really appreciate you guys hanging out all the way to the end of the video. If you like what I do here, if you want to be a part of things, feel free to subscribe. I'm going to be doing a lot of Street Fighter content once the game does launch. And I'll probably do some more reactions and a couple more videos about it just in general, because the game deserves to be talked about. And I think that's going to be it. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you next time.